Good evening, everyone. I now call the order of the business meeting of Southeast Delco School District Board of Directors, Thursday, January 2nd, 2026. The time is 7 p.m. I said that. Please rise for a salute to the flag.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Butler, can I have a roll call, please?
Yes, you may, Madam President. Mrs. Womack. Oh, she's excused. She did tell me that before. I'm sorry about that. Mrs. Singleton,
Oh, she's excused as well. Excused.
excused. Mr. Ridley. Mr. McGowan.
Present.
Mr. Lafferty.
Present.
Mr. Fowler. Did he call in? No, absent. Mrs. Bay Goodman.
Present.
Mrs. McGowan.
Present.
Mrs. Barley.
Present.
Dr. Sanchez.
Present.
Mr. Kilkenny.
Present.
Mr. Butler present. And we have Ms. Knight
Present.
and Mr. McGowan.
Present.
Thank you.
So, hello, everybody. Tonight for my president's report, I just wanted to go over with a new ad hoc committee that we've created as a board. The board will be establishing an ad hoc committee focused on strengthening communication and collaboration between the school district and our municipal governing bodies. This committee will consist of board members serving as liaisons to the borough councils and municipalities that make up our district. Assigned board members will attend municipal meetings and provide monthly reports to the full board on community matters, initiatives, or events that may impact our students, families, and schools. This committee will operate in an advisory and informal capacity and will not assume policymaking authority. The purpose of this committee is to foster open communication, transparency, and stronger partnerships with our local governments. For this initiative, I am assigning a board member to each of the councils. So Ms. Trina Singleton will be assigned to serve Collingdale. Mr. Patrick McGowan will serve Sharon Hill. Mr. Kenji Ridley will be assigned to Fulcroft, and Ms. Rochelle Womack will serve as a liaison to Darby Township. That's it for my president's report today. Next up, we have our student report.
Good evening, and thank you for your attention. As we are excited about all the exciting things happening around the Southeast Delco School District, I'm Joy Knight, your senior student representative.
And I'm Jason McGowan, your junior student representative. Let's kick off this first report of the new calendar year with Harris School, where they would like to welcome some new staff who have been hitting the ground since coming on board. Ms. McBurnett, Ms. Avella, and Ms. Birch have recently joined the team and have been making an immediate impact on student success. Several students have also recently cashed in on their PBIS night notes during the scheduled school store hours throughout lunch, including a special incentive of a What's Poppin' Popcorn Palooza for students who have saved up 40 or more night notes. More than 100 students partook in the incentive. Huge shout out to the staff and students who made this possible.
Moving over to the Kindergarten Center, on December 4th, the students had their first Star of the Month celebration. One student from each class was chosen for displaying kindness. Students from each classroom enjoyed a breakfast with a VIP of their choice. Also, students were presented with a certificate while they spent time with their special person. December 18th, the student had an assembly which one student from each classroom was celebrated for displaying the virtue of patience. They walked the red carpet and were cheered by their peers. December 19th, the teachers met with the DCIU by Zoom regarding the kindergarten science standards and curriculum. The teachers were able to share input on the pacing and the activities to be implemented. The week of January 12th, in honor of Martin Luther King Day, the students worked on a project stating their dreams and what they would like to be when they grow up. Their projects were hung up in the hallway for display.
Over at Darby Township School, January has been a fresh start for our students and staff as we return to normal routines and continue focusing on growth, learning, and connection. Their school community has been recommitting to their pride values, purpose, respect, integrity, dedication, and empathy as they work together to support academic progress and positive behaviors. Throughout the month, we have engaged students through a variety of Spirit Days and PBIS activities. On January 9th, students partook in a Spirit Day along with a PBIS boot camp review, where they revisited their behavior matrix and reinforced pride expectations school-wide. Additional Spirit Days included National Hat Day on January 15th, where students and staff wore their favorite hats, Beat the Winter Blues, where students wore blue on January 21st, and coming up is their 90th day of school, 90 Spirit Day and Compliment Day on January 23rd, Warm and Fuzzy Sock Day on January 27th, Snowman Day on January 29th, and another Spirit Day on January 30th. On January 23rd, students will also be participating in a sip and draw, where they will create artwork while enjoying a juice box. Additionally, our school store received new items this month, and students have been excited to use their earned night notes. A big thank you goes to Mrs. McDermott for running the school store. They truly could not do it without her. They are grateful for the continued support of the DTS families and staff. Together, we are building a positive school culture and setting our students up for success as they move forward into the new year. Just a reminder, their Living Wax Museum is next month, and people are encouraged to stop by to see this amazing event. It is February 24th from 6 to 7.
On December 5th, Delcroft had their PBIS Winter Award, Popcorn in a Movie. The award was for the entire school, for those students that earned 45 dojo points and above. All first, second, and autistic support classes were automatically allowed into the movie. The students were excited for the event, especially with the upcoming holidays and Spirit Week events. The Popcorn in a Movie event was a success, and the students were well-behaved and very appreciative for the event. The week of December 15th, we had a Winter Spirit Week with themes for each day. Monday, December 15th, Mitten Monday. Tuesday, December 16th, winter theme accessories. Wednesday, December 17th, wear your favorite winter hat. Thursday, December 18th, holiday socks or ties. Friday, December 19th, ugly sweater day. Each day of Spirit Week, we had a huge participation among the students and the staff. Throughout the year, their Spirit Weeks are always well participated in, and they take student input on the themes seriously. On Wednesday, December 17th, the Delcroft Choir, under the direction of music teacher Andrew Northrop, and the Delcroft Band, under the direction of Rebecca King, put on their annual winter concert for the 1st through 4th grade students and staff. The students all performed excellently, and they even got the audience singing along with them. Everyone is looking forward to their spring concert to see their growth.
January had been an important month for Academy Park High School, with Keystone exams taking place for the majority of the first week back, and then for 2 more days after. For Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service, on Monday, January 19th, the school went through a beautification process, allowing students in need of volunteer hours to come to the school and paint a mural in the cafeteria, send thank you letters to emergency responders, and help clean the school to get it ready for the week ahead. This event went from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., allowing students to receive up to 5 hours of community service and volunteer hours. The students, staff, and adults tirelessly worked on the painting mural in the cafeteria, and light refreshments were served. Unfortunately, the 9th and 10th Masquerade Ball has been canceled due to low ticket sales. Those who bought a ticket are being refunded in full. Yesterday and today, students took their midterms and final exams. Tomorrow will be a makeup exam and will also be our last day of the second marking period and most importantly, the first semester. Students took their exams every other period to better manage their workload. Additionally, we would like to congratulate Miss Farr on her retirement from AP. Miss Farr worked as a Spanish teacher in the school, and her last day will be tomorrow. We will deeply miss her, and we thank her for her service to the Southeast Delco School District community. The school is already planning this year's What's Your Passion Festival on Saturday, February 28th. More information about it will be given next month.
Before we end today, we, the student representative, wish our board president, Ms. Barley, a very happy birthday. We appreciate and thank her for the love and support for the students, teachers, faculty, and everyone of the Southeast Delco School District community. And we wish her an enjoyable day. And with that wraps up our January 2026 Student Representative Report. Have a great evening and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much. Aw. Thank you. Would you guys like to stay tonight?
No, sorry.
We actually have to head back to the school for rehearsal.
Okay, we will see you next month. Thank you so much for your report. Dr. Sanchez will now move to the superintendent's report.
Thank you very much. Madam President, I have 3 parts for the superintendent's report. I'd like to start with Mr. Silva. He is going to be giving a brief presentation related an update with Knight Academy.
Make sure this tech works here. Username and password? I put that in, and now it's asking for a whole other screen. That popped up after I typed in the code. Just type in the same code. Oh, shoot. Sorry. It does say 3900, right? Yeah, on the prior screen, I typed in the code. Threw up all the window there.
Should we refresh the page? Because you've been sitting
There we
with
go.
it for a while, you may have to.
There we go. Oh, it just, okay.
So until we have that set up, we're going to go to the second part. I'm going to ask Mrs. Irons to come on up for the beginning of the second part.
Yeah, I got you.
Good evening, everyone. Please excuse my voice. I'm a little under the weather. I just wanted to come here and recognize Dr. Sanchez. Last year, I knew I was going to do this when I found out about this award. But in October, I nominated Dr. Sanchez for the NSPRA award. And NSPRA is the National School Public Relations Associations, and they picked 30 superintendents throughout the whole country to be nominated as a superintendent to watch. You had to have less than 5 years of superintendent experience. The application was very lengthy. There was 5 different areas that I had to answer questions on, and then you had to provide proof of what you said you were telling of what he did. And he actually was one of the 30 that won. And I just wanted to recognize him and tell you, I told you when I first became your assistant that one of your strong points was how you communicate. We were lacking in communication, to the community, and we talked a long time about that. I'm so appreciative in every area and aspect that you have brought the district forward, and I made you a little certificate to tell you that, I'm proud of you. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for our friendship, and I'm just so proud of you. And he will be going to New Orleans in July to be recognized for this great accomplishment. And I just want to say, come on up. You're welcome. And I just wanted to give a huge shout out to the Donovan Group. Liam from the Donovan Group really helped me with answering the questions because there were specific things that they were looking for. I also had to get 2 letters of recommendation for Dr. Sanchez. So I had to go out into the community, and I got 2 letters of recommendation. So I'm so proud of you. I really am.
So I wasn't expecting this, but since she did it, I do want to be able to say that this award is not just me. This award has been the effort that this district has made the last 2 years to improve how we communicate with all of our stakeholders. And are we perfect? We're far from perfect. But we've done some really big things to improve, making sure as many people as we can are informed and knowledgeable. The fact that we have an updated website with information that's current and accurate, the fact that we've added things like bus alert, so our kindergarten families now know when a bus leaves the depot and when the bus is at the school. Pretty soon, that's going to be something that'll be available for everybody. The use of Let's Talk, an initiative that Dr. Foreman is leading to make sure that people have different ways to be able to get a hold of us and that there's more accountability to be able to get a return call, a return message. So it has been a group effort. I did borrow on ideas and things that I learned outside of the district, but the board has supported these initiatives, and the staff are making them happen. So this is not just Yamil. This is really an award and recognition for us to be very proud as a district. Only 30 individuals get selected from the entire country, and our district is now on that level. So I'm very proud to be here and be proud to be able to lead this district. So thank you very much. The part that I thought she was going to help me with is this part. So I'm going to pass to my left and to my right. This month is Board Recognition Month. So school board members are thanked across the state for the hours that they provide, the love and passion that they give to districts. So there's a certificate that we're giving to all of our board members to let them know how grateful we are for the service that they're providing our district. The whole month is dedicated to this appreciation, so that you'll be able to see something in social media in the next coming weeks, also giving our thanks to them. So to our board members, thank you very much. I was buying time for you. Now, Mr. Silva.
That's right. Good evening to the members of the School Board of Directors. Congratulations on your certificates. To our district leadership in attendance, congratulations on your certificate. And to our community members in attendance, both in person and via live stream. My name is Stephen Silva, and I am the Director of Integrated Education for Southeast Elko School District. It is my pleasure to highlight the wonderful work being done at Knight Academy. My staff and I are honored to have the privilege of working in a setting that serves our students for whom traditional programming may not best meet their unique level of needs and support. While I could go on for quite a while talking about all the good things that happen on a daily basis at Knight Academy, I promise not to hold you hostage all night, and will touch upon the highlights of our two programs and the vision we have to allow our building to serve our students in an even greater capacity moving forward. At Knight Academy, we house two programs: the Alternative Education for Disruptive Youth program that serves students in grades 7 through 12 from across the district, and our K-12 Cyber program, also serving district students. We'll start with our AEDY program. In the summer of 2024, Southeast Elko School District adopted Pennsylvania state guidelines to obtain state certification and better align our program with other AEDY programs across the state. This allows us to collaborate with other AEDY providers, share successes, and expand our menu of best practices to better serve our students. The primary purpose of the AEDY program at Knight Academy is to support students with increasing their behavioral capacity. Knight Academy has the unique opportunity to work with our 4 elementary schools and our high school, as any of the 5 schools can refer students for consideration for admission to our program. Schools can refer students from among 6 behavior-based criteria, and the referral can be for a period of 45 days or the result of an expulsion agreement between the district and families, in which the length of time at Knight Academy would be determined. Referrals are vetted through a very thorough process that includes the referring school, the Educational Services Center, and Knight Academy. To allow for maximum family input, an informal hearing takes place at the student's home school with the family. Then the family is invited to an intake meeting at Knight Academy. Within the first 5 days, behavioral assessments are conducted and collected. Then a third meeting with the family takes place to establish behavioral goals with their input. Daily goal sheets track student progress towards those goals by class period to maximize the opportunity for students to reach their goals. Every 45 days, in accordance with those state guidelines, a formal periodic review takes place with the family and all stakeholders to review the data and determine if the student met their goal and plan for next steps relative to what the data yields. Among the supports provided daily to each student is a 30-minute period of either one-to-one counseling or a small group session that is part of each student's daily schedule. Students also enjoy a weekly PBIS lesson to complement their behavior goals. Topics for those lessons include how to build character, citizenship, de-escalating conflict, and applying appropriate social skills in a classroom setting. Additionally, open hours with the school counselor and social worker are available if an immediate need arises. Finally, if a student successfully meets their goals, collaboration takes place between Knight Academy and the sending LEA staff in order to share what worked for the student and replicate that as much as possible to best support the student upon their return to their home school. Currently, we have 11 students enrolled in the AEDY program at Knight Academy and have served 25 students overall so far this year. We are very proud to share that all students have thus far been eligible for consideration for a return to their home school, met their behavior goals, and did return to their home school. And among those students, there were no disciplinary infractions, which is a dramatic decrease when compared to what led to those students' referral to the AEDY program initially. Needless to say, we're very proud of those students' efforts while with us and the success they have enjoyed since. While the staff at Knight Academy, thank you, Ms. Jackson, for joining us. She's one of our staff members. While the staff at Knight Academy does an excellent job redirecting student misbehaviors and facilitating student refocusing on their individual behavior goals, it is worth mentioning that a major shift in daily practice has also helped our efforts to reduce misbehaviors. When we aligned with state standards at the start of last school year, we initiated the practice of collecting cell phones from students as soon as they arrived to school. Phones are placed in an envelope with the student's name and stored locked in a safe for the day. At dismissal, students receive their phones and exit the building. When we explain this practice to students at their intake meeting, the reaction is predictable. But after a few days, the kids fall in line, and many of them are shocked that the sun still shines even though they've given up their phone. During the 2023-24 school year, the year prior to taking phones at the start of the day, we issued 48 suspensions for misbehaviors. During the 24-25 school year, the first year we took the phones, that number dropped to 1 suspension. This year, we've had none. That is a dramatic decrease in suspensions and a big victory at Knight Academy. Our cyber program serves 178 students across grades K through 12 An additional 11 students are in the registration process and will be joining us shortly. I'd say Monday, but we're all fingers crossed that's not the case. Students utilize the K-12 platform in grades K to 3 to access their courses in direct instruction. Southeast Delco cyber teachers for those grades provide one-to-one and small group support and instruction, track progress, advocate for students with K-12 teachers, communicate with families, and translate grades to Southeast Delco standards. With the initiation of this current school year, our teachers in grades 4 through 12 have created in-house cyber courses that align with Southeast Delco curriculum. Our teachers worked diligently to take the existing district curriculum and make it cyber-friendly for our students with supplemental and complementary resources that allow our students to access the curriculum, enrich their lessons, and deepen their learning. Moving to an in-house program allows for a smoother transition between in-person and cyber models, thus reducing any learning gaps for our students, while also maximizing the talents of our own staff, providing more direct interaction with families in our community, and reducing costs to out-of-district providers. Where we are short-staffed or for elective courses for which we do not have a certified teacher, Knight Academy utilizes either the K-12 platform or the Edmentum platform. We are constantly evaluating resources to provide the best possible learning experience for our students and are happy with the individual tailoring and flexibility both platforms provide. So long as students are succeeding in their classes, they have the flexibility to work from home or come into our cyber classrooms to work in person at Knight Academy. If students slip a little bit, our cyber teachers collaborate with our school counselor and social worker to determine ways to best support the student and the family. A variety of options could result, including a phone or in-person meeting with the family, or a shift to mandatory daily in-person attendance at Knight Academy to more directly support the student. Additionally, Knight Academy cyber staff meet with administrators from all schools midway through and at the end of each marking period to review cyber student progress, discuss struggling students, and collaborate on appropriate next steps. Knight Academy cyber students also enjoy the same access to supports as our AEDY students regarding our school counselor and social worker, as well as opportunities for direct instruction if desired. Students are held to the same attendance standards as our in-person students, and student attendance improvement conferences and plans are implemented as needed. Additionally, we track graduation plans for our current 12th graders and 5th-year seniors, and families are kept apprised of student progress towards graduation at the conclusion of each marking period. Ms. Savage, our school counselor extraordinaire, sent out certified letters to families in October, and next month we'll start the process of scheduling in-person meetings with families so that we can support as many families as possible in celebrating their children at graduation in June. We're so proud of their effort and accomplishments thus far, and I personally am extremely proud of the effort my staff and students put in each and every day, to enjoy success in a way that best suits their unique and individual needs. So how do we celebrate our success at Knight Academy? We are currently in the second year of implementing Tier 1 PBIS supports in partnership with the DCIU. We recognize student success when the opportunity arises during the daily counseling, small group, or PBIS sessions. Each marking period, we recognize our AEDY and cyber students who achieved honor roll. And when the behavior warrants it, we reward our kids with basketball tournaments, pickleball tournaments, and ice cream socials, usually organized by Ms. Jackson, our PBIS coach at Knight Academy. Our staff deserves some love too. When I first arrived at Knight Academy, I pulled a large rock from my yard. I cleaned it up, had my own children paint it in Southeast Delco blue and gray with the words, "You rock" on it. Each month at the end of our staff meetings, I honored a different staff member for something specific they did that month that warranted celebration. Just before I present the award, I say their name and follow with, "You rock." Last year, I told the staff that the monthly winner has to pay it forward to a colleague at the next monthly meeting. The result has been a fun moment of bonding and collegiality each month. This year, we expanded that recognition and now reward a Student of the Month, You Rock Award, to a deserving student. The student gets to pick the room in which they want the rock to be placed so they can enjoy it for the month. While I am thrilled to highlight all the great things going on at Knight Academy, there is no time to rest. We have more we can do to support our students. Preliminary discussions are already underway on how we can better utilize our resources at Knight Academy, provide our students with more direct supports in both programs, and expand our opportunities to serve even more students. My grandmother used to say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. My grandfather, on the other side of the family, used to say, a day's been wasted if you haven't learned something. I take that ancestral wisdom seriously and apply it daily to our work at Knight Academy. While the traditional educational model works for many children, In today's world, we need to offer some alternative and creative ways to best serve and support all our kids who deserve a pathway that best aligns with their unique spirits and learning styles. At Knight Academy, we fully embrace the gift to work with those unique spirits and look forward to continuing to serve them and their families. Thank you to the school board for the time this evening, to Dr. Sanchez for taking time from his allotted time to allow me to present, for your continued support, and thank you to the district administration for their guidance and leadership. Thank you to my building colleagues for their collaboration. Thank you to Collingdale Borough for allowing us the space to do what we do. And most importantly, to me personally, thank you to my staff and students for making it a joy to come to Knight Academy every day. You all rock. Thank you.
Mr. Silva, thank you very much for that presentation. Board members, do we have questions?
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr.
I want to thank you. Since I got put on the board, I actually been to your graduations in the summer, which to me is a very important thing because sometimes the kids that don't make it get stuck.
Yes.
And I've been privileged with ex-board members that have been there, board members here that have been there, ringing a bell. But the most important thing to me, between you and your staff, was the first year there was 5 rows of students that were flunking, that did summer school. Bravo. But this year was real important because I went and there was only 2 rows. So you actually went down 60%, which means you're doing a better job than I even could imagine. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lafferty. Well, and while I appreciate the compliment, and I will certainly accept it, I do want to point out, though, that summer graduation is also our Academy Park High School students as well. And so that administration and staff deserves equal credit because those numbers have dwindled across the board. So that's not something that I can take sole credit for. That's a collective effort. But thank you for recognizing that. I appreciate that.
Any other questions from the board? Thank you very much, Mr. Silva.
Thank you, Dr. Sanchez. Thank you to the board.
Madam President, that concludes the superintendent's report.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
I so move.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions about the motion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the December 1st, 2025 Board Reorganization Meeting and the December 11th, 2025 Regular Board Business Meeting?
I so moved.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions about the motion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report and the bills for December in the amount of $10,386,579.57?
I so move.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions about the motion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. There is no old or unfinished business this evening, so we will move into our new business. Are there any comments or questions on new business, item A, education 1 through 11? Are there any comments or questions on item B, finance 1 through 5? Are there any questions or comments on item C, human resources 1 through 28? Are there any questions or comments on item D, policy 1 through 9? There are no property items this evening. Dr. Sanchez, are there any public comments regarding agenda items?
We do not have any comments on agenda items, Madam President.
Okay. Seeing none, let's get to our new business. May I have a motion to ratify new business item A, education number 1?
I so move.
I second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions about the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. May I have a motion to approve new business item A, education, items 2 through 11?
I so move.
I second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. New business, item B, finance. May I have a motion to approve new business, item B, finance numbers 1 through 5?
I so move.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. New business, item C, human resources. May I have a motion to ratify new business, item C, HR items 1 through 12?
I so move. Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. May I have a motion to approve new business, item C? Oh, like we're going there now. May I have a new motion to approve new business, item C, HR items 13 through 26, and item number 28?
I so move.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions about the motion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Madam President, may I take a moment? I just need to shout out one of our wonderful educators, Jean McEwen, is retiring after 31 years with the district as a personal care aide at the kindergarten center. We want to thank her for her dedication and support to our students, and she will definitely be missed, and we thank her for her service.
May I have a motion to approve HR item number 27?
I so move.
I second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion?
Madam Secretary, or Madam President, can we have a roll call vote for that one, please?
Yes, you may. Mr. Butler, can I please get a roll call vote for HR item number 27, please?
Yes, you may, Madam President. Mrs. Womack is excused. Ms. Singleton is excused. Mr. Ridley?
I abstain.
Mr. McGowan?
No.
Mr. Lafferty?
No.
Mr. Fowler is absent. Mrs. Bay Goodman?
No.
Mrs. McGowan?
No.
Mrs. Barley?
No.
Motion fails.
Motion fails.
Yeah, fails. Sorry.
Motion fails.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to new business. Item policy D. Item D, policy. New business, item D, policy numbers 1 through 9. May I have a motion to approve, please?
Motion.
I second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing none? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. There are no new property items tonight. We are now going to move into our community committee reports. We'll start with the PSBA. Mr. McGowan, do you have a report tonight for the Legislative Committee and PSBA?
Yes, I do, Madam President. Thank you. Just want to start off, first of all, number one, January is, and Dr. Sanchez already alluded to it, January is School Board Director Recognition Month. So we would like to take the time to thank our past and present school board directors for their time and commitment to better our school district. Your time and effort do not go unnoticed, and our community owes you all a debt of gratitude. So thank you for everybody who's here in the audience and everybody up here on the board. Thank you. That's number one. Number two, something of noted interest that came out of Education Committee in December. Bell-to-bell cell phone ban, Senate Bill 1014, Senator Devlin Robinson of Allegheny County. The legislation would require school entities to create a policy which bans student use and restricts student possession of cell phones and other electronic devices during the school day while on school grounds with limited exceptions. PSBA's platform does require them to oppose this legislation as currently written because the bill would take away, decisions related to the cell phone use and possessions away from local elected school leaders. However, they are working extensively with the sponsors of the bill and their staff to find a more suitable resolution for our members. And now the bill goes to the entire Senate for further consideration. This is an item that we will need to watch closely to see if we need to update our current policies and procedures. It is a very hot button item right now. So we do want to watch it closely. Dr. Sanchez is aware of this, so I just want to bring it out to the public that this just came out of committee in December. The next thing that I wanted to call into attention is an upcoming event. The PSBA Advocacy Day is on May 4th. Join us at the state capitol in Harrisburg for Advocacy Day on Monday, May 4th. This complimentary event will bring school directors, school business managers, and superintendents together to advocate for key education issues. This year, the focus will be on relief from costly and burdensome mandates, school funding, and the impact of budget impasses and support our school infrastructure needs. The day will kick off with registration at PSBA office in Harrisburg. PSBA will schedule your meetings with legislatures and provide you with resources and messaging to support your advocacy efforts. Registration now at no cost. This concludes my legislative PSBA committee report for this month. Thank you, Madam President.
Could I ask a question? Would this be something that we could arrange a trip for? Because I believe this is something that is very crucial to our continued funding and support. We need to be present at this. So is this something that we could arrange for us to go up as a board to participate?
If you're asking me, I said I can coordinate that, absolutely. If you're asking me to, absolutely, they can work on that.
Yeah.
I think you're asking Mrs.
Are there any other questions on Mr. McGowan's report for the PSBA? Thank you, Mr. McGowan. Your report will be received and filed.
Thank you.
Okay, so tonight I have the Delaware County Community College. I recently met with Saudia Beverly. She is the Assistant Vice President for Strategic Enrollment at Delaware County Community College. In her role, she oversees several departments, including dual enrollment partnerships with high schools. During our meeting, Saudia explained the 3 primary dual enrollment options available through DCC. The first option is open dual enrollment. This allows qualified high school students to enroll in any Delaware County course, either virtually or in person. Students can both earn high school credit for Academy Park, as well as graduation requirements and transferable college credits. The second option is the Pathways program. In this model, students enroll in a structured pathway, such as education, healthcare, or liberal arts, just to name a few, because there's a lot. By following this pathway sequence, students can earn either an industry-recognized certificate or an associate's degree while still in high school. The third option is called College in the High School program. This allows qualified high school students to earn college credit through select courses taught at their own high school by Delaware County vetted faculty using their college curriculum. Currently, Academy Park offers open dual enrollment. However, the administration is actively exploring expansion into additional dual enrollment options to better support our student accesses and college readiness. I was also able to connect with Shelley Hunt from Rose Tree Media School District. She serves as the chair of the school board liaisons for Delaware County Community College. The liaison group is scheduled to meet early this year, which will provide further opportunities for collaboration. Are there any questions tonight on my report? Okay, seeing none, that report will be received and filed. Mr. Kilkenny, do you have a solicitor's report this evening?
Yes, thank you very much, Madam President, and happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Yes, our office has been very busy working with the administration almost on a daily basis. A lot of communication with Dr. Sanchez, the superintendent, and his cabinet. As you saw on your public agenda this evening, we reviewed several of the contracts and policies that you implemented, such as tax equity and other things like that. It's a pleasure to work with the administration. And I see Ms. Williams here off of my office. She is my right hand in dealing with Southeast Delco, and it's a pleasure. So that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Kilkenny. Dr. Sanchez, are there any administrative team updates this evening?
Madam President, yes, we have two. We'll start with Mr. Butler.
Good evening, everyone. At the Committee of the Whole meeting that was held January 15th, I had presented the 26-27 general fund budget timeframe. It is that time of the year we start doing some of the hard work to get a budget for the ensuing school year. The calendar reads, or the timeframe reads as follow. At the March 19th, 2026 Committee of the Whole meeting, we will cover objects 300 through 900. They are identified as purchase professional and technical services, purchase property services, other purchase services, supplies, property, other objects, and other uses of funds. At the April 16th meeting, Committee of the Whole, we will present the object 100 and 200, which are personnel salaries and personnel employee benefits. Those object codes that I just listed will cover the entire budget process by object code, and then there are a variety of function line items that we will also talk about during the discussions at the Committee of the Wholes. The tentative budget timeframe moving forward will be at the January 15th. I covered the timeframe itself. February 19th, Committee of the Whole meeting will be a budget work session where we will just have general discussion on many different levels. April 16th is another Committee of the Whole, which will be another work session. But keep in mind that in between there, as I mentioned earlier, March 19th, we will talk about objects 300 to 900. So this is an ongoing discussion. Any of the object codes can be talked about at any of the meetings. At the April 23rd, is where we will adopt a proposed final budget. That is not the final budget. It's a tentative proposed final budget. And that's why we need to talk about objects 100, 200 through 900 before that adoption. May 21st is another Committee of the Whole, which will be another work session. May 28th is a board meeting. I will give a board update at that time. on the budget. June 18th is another committee of the whole. It'll be another budget work session. And the planned adoption of the final budget will be at the June 25th, 2026 budget. And that will approve, again, the final budget for the 26-27 school year. Are there any questions? That concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Mr. Butler. Dr. Foreman?
Good evening, everyone. I would like to provide you with updates from my Office of Strategic Initiatives, and these are all of the things that myself, Kalina Willer, and Shanika Oliver have completed since September to December from our office. At Delcroft, we presented Coastal Wilds. Coastal Wilds presented a mobile zoo to the students there. That was a PBIS initiative, and that was free, totally free. We also hosted a friendly feud in conjunction with the Parent and Student Advisory Committee in October to foster student and parent engagement. Mrs. Oliver presented a few lessons at Sharon Hill, Delcroft, and Academy Park on bullying in October for Anti-Bullying Month. And then in November, we hosted a food drive and donation drive. The items that were collected were donated to the different closets throughout Southeast Delco School District. We were able to provide food to Fallcroft's Food Pantry. We also sent clothing, batteries, water, and other objects and items that was needed for Jamaica due to the hurricane that occurred there. And we also provided food to another local food pantry, which was the Empowerment Zone Food Pantry. We also kicked off the district's first food pantry, which is the third Saturday of every month at Academy Park High School. Our first food distribution day, we had over 45 families that came out to receive free food. Some of our present initiatives at Academy Park High School, in conjunction with the Delaware County Intermediate Union, I fostered a relationship with a company who gave us a free robotics program where the students are building drones. So we were given 6 drones to build. The students are learning how to build drones from scratch, as well as learn a quick way how to fly drones. They will not be pilots, but we can provide opportunities for students to become pilots if they have an interest in it after the program. And then in terms of other initiatives, and I'm going to go back to one of them. Future initiatives, we are going to host a district-wide rhetorical contest. Last school year, we piloted the rhetorical contest at Delcroft. It was very successful. This year, we're going to open it up to the entire district and have our students compete amongst the different schools in the district. We are also working on a parent university. The goal is to have our first official parent university event in April, but then next year will be one every marking period. And last but not least, we recently hosted a Martin Luther King Day of Service at Academy Park High School, where students got an opportunity to not only paint a mural, and we'll acknowledge the artist in a second, but they also cleaned the stage and also created sunshine cards to distribute to our police officers from all of the different boroughs that support the school district. And I would like to present a certificate of appreciation to Mr. Emmanuel Fitzpatrick. Mr. Fitzpatrick donated over 15 hours of his time this weekend on Sunday as well as on Monday to hand paint and hand create the mural that's inside of Academy Parks High School, which also, as Jason mentioned, provided up to 6 hours of community service for our students at Academy Park High School. I want to publicly
How everybody doing today? I'd like to thank Ms. Foreman, Ms. Gowen, Ms. Hollers. They was a big help because 35 kids is a lot. But I'm up for the challenge all the time. And a lot of kids that seen the mural, so Mr. Fitz, you ain't let it. Why we ain't come? I said, y'all got many opportunities. Don't even worry about it. And they loved it, and I was happy. So I had to let them get on the wall a little bit so I can go, do my rounds, because there was a lot of paint everywhere. I had to clean it up, but that's the job. I've been doing 35 years, and thank you.
You're welcome.
I also wanted to thank you very much, Mr. Fitzpatrick. It was such a wonderful event, and you were so amazing with the students. They had an amazing time doing this. The mural looks fantastic, and I hope everyone gets an opportunity to see it. If you don't, you can always see me. I have pictures, and I'm happy to show you guys what it looks like, but it's in the cafeteria. It transforms the space, and it makes it more impactful, and the students had such a connection to it. You should have seen them calling their friends, FaceTiming, showing them the pictures, and then they were like, listen, we're going to protect this. We don't want anything to happen to it. They really took ownership of it. So it was giving pride back into Academy Park. So thank you so much for your service.
And I also want to add, the next phase of the process is to also beautify the locker rooms. It was on our list of things to do on MLK Day, but we just totally ran out of time, so we're hoping to do that as well.
I do also want to add, I want to thank you. So we had 2 teachers when I was there. So I want to say thank you. The fact that you came here as well, in addition to being there, I really appreciate. Definitely shows the commitment that you as a teacher have to our kids. So thank you very much for giving of your time that way. Appreciate it.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Dr. Foreman.
Dr. Sanchez, do we have any comments tonight from constituents on non-agenda items?
Madam President, yes, we do. I'd like to invite Delaney Jones to the mic.
Hi, Ms. Jones. Please state your name and your municipality, and you have 3 minutes.
Hi, my name is Delane Jones, and I live in Collingdale. I was hoping to go after the children, but I'll just go first. So I'm here in concern for the lack of a math teacher at Harris Elementary. They have been receiving assignments that they need to complete asynchronously since maybe October, November, without any formal instruction at all in math class. So I'm wondering how they can be expected to perform and demonstrate growth when taking their benchmark assessments, which they just took, and then perform confidently on PSSAs without having any instruction. It is affecting my daughter and probably a lot of her classmates, but I can only speak for her. They have yet to see or utilize a reference or formula sheet, which is needed to, they may need to complete PSSAs and don't really have a lot of practice, to my knowledge, with calculator support. So I'm very concerned for her ability to complete those tasks when they come and just learn the curriculum for 8th grade in order to be prepared for 9th grade. So I also have a question regarding substitutes. Are they provided any type of training with regard to curriculum implementation? I understand they're not obligated to come to trainings, but I think it would be beneficial to provide such support in order for them to provide instruction to the students that they serve, as opposed to being seen as a body in the classroom. So I'm looking for some possible options to help support these 8th graders at Harris.
So I want to say thank you very much for taking the time to come up and share with you your concerns, share with us your concerns. Please know that we have been working, and we actually have someone that's scheduled for an interview. It's not, I think it's for tomorrow, for that position. Math is a very hard-to-fill position in the middle of the year, but we have been turning every stone to try to figure out how to fill that position with a certified individual. I'd be happy, you say you have some suggestions, I'd be happy if we can talk afterwards, we can exchange our information.
I would be happy to talk to
And
you.
then we can talk, okay?
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Next. So Carly Henry?
Hi, my name is Carlia Henry. I attend Harris Elementary. Not having a math teacher has made learning difficult for students. Without a teacher to explain lessons step by step, many students struggle to understand important topics. We were often left to work on assignments without knowing how to solve the problems and why the answers are correct. This made it hard to keep up and stay confident in class. Even though we did not receive proper instructions, we are still expected to take the Keystone exams. this feels stressful and unfair because the test covers materials we were not taught. Students have the chance to learn with a teacher before being expected to take such an important exam. Students have accepted that they will fail the Keystones and the PSSAs. Now we are not confident about our upcoming tests. We try our best, but it never feels good enough. Our scores represent the school. This is my speech as a student being affected by this ongoing situation.
Thank you. I'd like to invite Ms. Martin. Janeda. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Janita Martin. I'm an 8th grade Harris student at Harris Elementary. I would like you to hear my input about our education at Harris Elementary School. It is very important to me about getting good grades and passing the Keystones and PSSAs. I am very worried about not passing them because of the lack of math concepts. Also, we've been without an actual math teacher since October. I'm very worried because my grades are starting to drop due to the lack of instruction. I would also like to bring your attention. We have been graded on work that is not being taught to us. Thank you for listening to my thoughts about making a difference at Harris Elementary School, and have a great day.
Thank you very much. Taylor Smith.
Hello. Hello, my name is Taylor Smith, and I'm here to advocate for Margaret B. Harris Elementary School. This year I was chosen to take the algebra class that our school offers, and although our school still offers this opportunity, we have not been given the chance to understand this curriculum. I recognize the struggle of trying to find a teacher at the moment, but it has been 4 months, and I feel as though we have been more than patient with the school district. As students, we should not be spending our weekends believing that our grades are a reflection of us falling behind, and it's just a reflection of what we still need to work on. We are given packets, computer works, and tests on work that we should know by now. As 8th graders about to enter the high school, we are supposed to be the mature ones of the elementary school, but we are never thought of as the children of the high school. We are given tools and not taught how to use them. We are given information without instruction. We use math in our everyday life, and yet we are still falling behind on one of the most important subjects a child could learn. We are too close to the Pennsylvania system of school assessments to not have learned anything beneficial. Keystones are right around the corner, and all I could think of is that if my school district won't stand up for my education, who will? That's why I came out tonight. Thank you for listening to my perspective as a student in this urgent situation. Have a good night.
Mr. Berman.
Good evening. Well, when I heard that my kids were coming to speak tonight, I obviously couldn't stay away. So, good evening. My name is Matt Berman, and I teach 8th grade ELA at Harris School. I want to start with what matters most tonight, our students. The fact that 8th graders chose to come to a school board meeting says a lot about who they are and what they want for themselves. They didn't come here to be disruptive. They came here to be heard. They took a situation that feels unfair, and they responded with maturity, courage, and self-respect. This is what we tell the kids we want. We say that we want responsible citizens. We say that we want students who can communicate and advocate for themselves and demonstrate resilience. We say that we want young people who believe that their voice matters and that they should see themselves in their education. Tonight, they acted that out in real life. They planned, prepared, and showed up and spoke with purpose. They trusted the adults in the room to listen and respond. I want to call something else out. This is a learning experience for them as well. These students are practicing, building, and demonstrating leadership. They're practicing civic engagement. They're practicing the skills that we claim to value. In a district, in any district, this matters. When students learn that thoughtful, respectful, and purposeful advocacy can lead to action, they develop trust. When they learn that nothing changes even after they speak, they learn the opposite. So I want to thank them for taking this risk, and I want to ask the adults in the room to honor that risk. I got a little bit more. I want to shift my focus real quick to the reason I'm here tonight, which is urgency. Here's the hard truth. We've been without an 8th grade math teacher at Harris for almost 4 months. 4 months is not a temporary inconvenience in the 8th grade math curriculum. It's a lost instruction that students cannot fully recover from. Without direct instruction, feedback, and relationship building, students will continue on their path to a lost year of math instruction and a massive disruption in their math career. A supplemental teacher not certified in math does not, nor should they be expected to, have the skill required to teach this content and is not able to provide meaningful, equitable instruction. A plan for lessons is important, but this is not a long-term replacement for instruction. A packet is not instruction. If we can agree that children's futures matter more than anything, then our urgency must reflect that. Our students did their part tonight, and now it's our turn. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Berman. So before we go on to the next speaker, I do want to underscore something that Mr. Berman said. I want to applaud especially the young people that use their voice to come and heighten this need. And believing me, especially because of the young individuals who spoke, I'm already texting some other additional solutions that we can try to put into place as quickly as possible. So please know that your voice was heard tonight, okay? Thank you. I'd like to invite Ms. Teresa Harris Johnson to the mic.
Good evening, everyone. The reason that I'm here tonight, I just wanted to inform the new board members that if there's any decisions that is to be made on the board, you all are supposed to meet, at least with 5 or more people, to discuss that, come to a decision, and vote on it. Not one board member can make that decision for you, whatever that particular discussion is on and what it's pertaining to. We have had a solicitor in our district for quite some time, Robert DiOrio. As the old board member, and I have 2 of them here with me tonight, and one of them is the former president and the former vice president. We did not have a meeting to discuss to release him, terminate Robert DiOrio, or to vote in a new solicitor. The new solicitor that is now on the board, you new board members could not have voted him in because you were not a board member until you were voted in on the reorganization meeting night. So you didn't get a chance to sit down after you were voted in to discuss who you wanted to replace Mr. DiOrio, if that's what the new board wanted to do. No board member that is leaving out has the responsibility to call the old solicitor and replace him and tell him he's no longer needed, nor does that person have the authority to call a new solicitor and then inform him that they would like to have him in that position. Now, how was this done? We didn't do it. The new board didn't do it. So how was the old solicitor terminated and the new solicitor put into this position? Can you answer it?
I was appointed at the reorganization meeting by a public vote. My firm represents other school districts. My
Okay.
firm represents over 38 municipalities as well, including 11 in Delaware County and many of your neighbors. We're a very experienced municipal law firm. Nothing illegal or untoward happened. There was a public vote. A motion was made to appoint my firm. And I believe my price was less than Mr. Diorio's per hour, despite the fact that our firm has many more attorneys and the ability to service Southeast Delco and our other clients. Not disrespecting Mr. Diorio, he's a fine lawyer and did a fine job for Southeast Delco. But that's how it happens. There's a public vote at the public meeting, and that's what happened.
My question is, when did the board meet to discuss?
I'm sorry, Ms. Harris Johnson, your 3 minutes is up.
Okay, when did the board meet to discuss?
Ms.
and
Johnson, your
replace-
3 minutes is
I'm
up.
going to my seat, thank you very much. When did y'all replace this?
Ms. Johnson, your 3 minutes is up. Thank you. Ms. Johnson, I would appreciate if you would not talk on the way back to your seat. Thank you so much. Is that it for public comments?
That concludes the public comments.
Okay, so I just wanted to announce that the board held an executive session on January 3rd, as well as tonight before this meeting on personnel matters. Announcement of future meetings. Committee of the Whole will be Thursday, February 19th, 2026 at 6 p.m. The board business meeting will be Thursday, February 26th at 7 p.m. May I have a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I so move.
I second.
It has been properly moved and seconded. Are there any questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all so much.